So what we're doing in the podcast is a very different kind of acting because it's radio theater.
Yes.
And I was talking to Armando Ray a moment ago, and I was saying, you know, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s when there was lots of radio theater, there probably were actors and there probably was a technique doing radio acting, but all that's gone now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's been your biggest challenge adapting to this sort of new old medium of performing?
Definitely for me the biggest challenge has been trying to channel all of the thoughts and all of the energy that I have about the character and about the story just into my voice and into breathing. It's totally different than being on stage. My body means nothing. I'm completely reliant on my voice, and I'm actually really thankful for what we've done so far with the podcast, because it's really forced me to focus on my breath and on that element of my toolbox as an actor, which and it's really an all-important tool. Because if I didn't have it for stage, then I wouldn't be able to do stage.
Right.
And I think this is really helping me in general with my technique as an actor.
Well, it's interesting because I was reading an article yesterday that alleges that there are now 73 million listeners of podcasts in this country, which I thought was pretty astounding.
In this country alone?
Yeah.
That surprised me.
That's very surprising. I'd read elsewhere that it's like the fourth most popular form of entertainment.
Wow.
You know, so movies, TV, whatever, and then podcasting.
I guess people can do it at work if they don't need
or
to.
On uni, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I believe that there's going to be a growing audience for this.
Yeah.
It's another venue for actors to find work.
It's very encouraging, yeah. I never would have guessed that. That's amazing. I just started listening to podcasts. I tried a few times back, but I feel like everyone has, their specific interests in what they want to be listening to. And the few that I tried before just didn't grip me in the first episode, so I never stuck with them. But now I listen.
Well, I think we're doing something new. I don't know that there's been sort of a long-form fictional narrative podcast like we're trying to do with Lay Your Sleeping Head. So let's talk for a minute about your character. What were your first impressions of Hugh when you read the script or the book? Or how did you? What did you think would be your way into that character?
The first thing that struck me about Hugh was I was thinking a lot about his voice. Based on the dialogue he has, I wanted to figure out how, for lack of a better term, Queenie Hugh is, because I'm always worried about making queer characters in a kind of caricature. But I think, at least in the past, that has always also kind of limited me and what I can do when I'm performing. Just that fear of making a caricature. So the thing that struck me about Hugh was trying to figure that side out of him, and how loose I can be with him, or how energetic and fun he can be with his dialogue. That answers your question.
So you're quite,
yeah.
I mean, Hugh is an ex-junkie and an ex-rent boy.
Yeah, that's all very...
So it's quite dissimilar from your
colorful
background. But was there anything you could draw on in your own life that was useful for you in developing the character of Hugh Paris?
Well, yeah, so Hugh is definitely... His background and my background are very different. Never been a rent boy. Never done drugs.
I got a water for you.
Hard drugs. Yeah, and I don't come from a wealthy family. My family doesn't have a lot of secrets. They're pretty open. So when I was approaching Hugh, the main thing I identified with him was just sexuality. So he's a young gay guy, and I'm a young gay guy, and we're in a similar setting. So I was just approaching it from that point and trying to figure out that side of him first, and all of the other stuff, all of his kind of heavy baggage stuff, the drug use and his prostitution and stuff, that's all stuff that I'm kind of relying on research and imagination. Those are other tools that, besides how, I mean, actors draw a lot off their own experiences, but your own experiences, no matter how old you are, limited. So eventually you have to go to imagination.